Hey, welcome to my video. Now, if you are a tech founder, or have you ever felt that whatever you built for your customer and that did not add value into your customer's life, or whatever the uh, product you have built in, or whatever the feature you have built in, but your customer did not respond however you want, it seems like your prioritization is not correctly. So in this video we are going to discuss more about prioritization, and we are going to discuss about how to use, when to use, and what are the methods that you can use to prioritize your backlog. Hey, if you are watching this video, hey, my name is Amit. I am a 15-year experience in IT professional and helping tech founders to deliver customer-centric products. So now let's go ahead and discuss about Agile prioritization techniques. So in this video, we are going to discuss more about Agile prioritization. And first of all, we are going to discuss about what is Agile prioritization. Second is the methods of prioritization, and third is like a when to use, which method to use. Okay, so now let's go ahead and discuss about one by one things. So first of all, let's understand what is a prioritization. The prioritization is something what needs to be built first, what needs to be built later on. So it is something like decide on the basis of your efforts, your value, your urgency, and your customer needs. So it is not something like whatever you think, okay, we will build it, something like that. No, it's not something like that. There is a framework, there is a methods to use this prioritization technique and make sure that whatever you are building for your customers, that should definitely add value into your life. So now let's discuss about methods of prioritization. There are multiple methods, but what are mainly used is the first is MoSCoW method. The second is the Kano model, third is WSJF model, and the fourth is efforts versus value model, and the fifth is rice scoring model. So these are the commonly used methods. So let's discuss one by one. The first one is the MoSCoW method. MoSCoW means the first is must. Okay, whatever the must feature that you think or your customer think that okay, in any product or in any mobile app, that this should be the must have feature. So this should be a must. And the second is the should have. The should have means, yeah, that feature should be available, and that's something like add value. Now the third is could have. The could have is could have. Okay, so could have means like that definitely not important, but yes, definitely it will have this value, then definitely it will add value into your customer's life. And this is would have. Would have means like, let's suppose I have the feature, but that does not require to your customer, or that did not add value into your customer, or you can say that okay, build it or not, that doesn't matter to your customer impact. So this is something like this is your first method. So first of all, let's suppose you have a product backlog, keeping your 10 item, 15 item, whatever it is. So what you can do is first you definitely mark as a or tag as a must have, could have, should have, or would have. Then you have to first take and start building the must have features. Then you can start with the should have features. Then you can start with the could have. And when you have the time, then definitely you can start with the would have feature. So this is your first prioritization method. I hope this would be clear. If you have any question, please put in the comment. Now next discuss about the Kano model. Kano model is something like a very minimally used, but yes, it is basically a very good thing. So Kano model is based on the first, we can say the basic need. Okay, let's suppose whatever is your customer basic need, that should build first. Now the second is the performance. Performance means is like whatever the feature you have built in, that will definitely add value. And if let's suppose there is some performance issues, there is some speed issues, there is some loading issue on the page, or maybe the mobile or something like that, that you can add in the performance need. Means like that will definitely increase the, you can say, the experience of the customer. That is something like a performance need. The third one is a delighter. Delighter means is something like the feature that excites customer. It means whatever the feature you are building, if these features excite to the customer, that will become your delighters. Okay. The next is indifferent. Indifferent means like what are the things that does not affect your customer need or customer satisfaction. Okay, this would be your indifferent. Okay, now the last is reverse. Reverse means like, okay, it's a reverse, yeah. So it's something like that's okay, you can keep it, doesn't matter, like if for the user or for the customer that doesn't meet, so you can keep this feature. So this is something like a Kano model. If you keep your product backlog in such a way, then definitely you will build the product that definitely required to your customers. Now next is WSJF. WSJF is mainly used for the large product or enterprise solution where you have the like a lot of product backlog, lot of customer feedback or something like that. You can say that we use in the safe agile framework. Definitely we will discuss later about the safe agile, scaled agile as well. But yes, for now, as I was discussing about the prioritization, though I thought I should have discussed. So WSJF means weighted shortest job first. वेटेज शॉर्टेज जॉब फर्स्ट मीन्स जिसका भी वेट सबसे ज़्यादा होगा, या आप कह सकते हो कि हाँ दैट एड मोर वैल्यू टू योर कस्टमर ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ योर cost of delay, and we will discuss about cost of delay, but cost of delay and all these things. So now let's discuss about WSJF. WSJF means this is something like scoring your product item or product backlog item. So now WSJF means cost of delay divided by efforts, or you can say that job duration or the efforts. Okay, let's suppose, and the cost of delay is the combination of your user value, or you can say the business value. Okay, business value. The second is the time criticality. What is the time criticality? Okay, whatever is the feature you are adding, whatever the delay is happening, how the time is critical. Let's suppose if we talk about the COVID time, whenever the COVID comes, the companies has rewind their product backlog on all these things, because on the basis of the time criticality they have done that. Now the third is risk. How much is the risk of your product backlog items? Okay, how much is the opportunity? And let's suppose like you are building a feature and that is definitely required, is you can say that importantly, then definitely the opportunity is more over here. So let's suppose, take an example of over here. Let's suppose we have the three feature A, feature B and feature C, and the cost of delay comes into 20. Okay, and the second cost of delay comes in 15, and the third cost of delay comes of 25. And the job size means how much time it will take, efforts, or like you can take one parameter, like either days, either month, either hours, whatever it is. Okay, you just take it, and then let's suppose if this is 5, this is 3, and this is something like 10. Okay, then you calculate the WSJF if you calculate, then it would be 4.4, then it is something like 5, and then it is 2.5. So what you have to do, you have to build the feature that has the great score, like a bigger score. So you have to build in first feature B, then you have to build a feature A, then you have to build a feature C. So that is how the WSJF works. I hope this would be clear to you. If you have any question, if you rewind one more time, you can just pause, rewind one more time, watch this. Definitely it is very good model. Okay, now let's discuss about the efforts versus value. Efforts versus value I hope you are aware about that. Okay, how much efforts is going to take, how much value it will add. So this is something like you have to point out over here, and you can say that, you can say take it like a high, low, and medium, something like that. Okay, let's suppose this is your efforts, and this is your value. And in this model, in this box, what is this? High value, and low efforts. Okay, this is low efforts, this is high efforts, this is high value, this is low value. So this is high value, low efforts, this is high value, high efforts, this is low efforts and low value, low efforts, and this is high efforts and low value. So tell me and think about that, which features we should build it first. So first of all, whatever the product backlog you have keep this in this box, like okay, which features have the high value, low efforts, and something like that. Then what you have to do, then you have to start building first this, okay, because this has the high value and the low efforts, because you can like in the minimum time you can give the more value to your customer. Okay, then you can start building the high value, high efforts, and then you can build the this one. Okay, you can say that low value, low efforts. But first of all, like first, second, and third, and fourth. So that is how you can prioritize your product backlog. Okay, so now I hope you have cleared that. Yeah, definitely we use like this on the when we have the product backlog less or something like that, so we can do that. Okay, now let's discuss about the fifth one, but not the last but not the least. Okay, so now let's discuss about the RISE is something like reach, impact, reach, impact, and confidence, and the efforts. Okay, so again there is a formula for that. Okay, what is the formula over here? So formula is, okay, so reach into impact into confidence, reach into impact into confidence, divide by efforts. Okay, so let's suppose reach. What is the reach for your customer for that particular feature? Let's suppose in a given time period. Let's suppose you says, okay, this feature we are building, and this feature we are going to, our customer is going to use in a 1 month. Like how many customer? Let's suppose you says, okay, 500 customer is going to use this particular feature in a month. Then definitely you can say that, okay, this is the reach of the customer. Then second is impact. How it is impacting to individuals that particular feature. So you have to rate in the scale of, you can say that 1 to 5, or you can say that 0.25 to 3 or something like that. That is depend upon you, because once you take this scale, you cannot change for your product. You have to keep in the same manner for all the features, all the product backlog items. It should not be like, okay, you says that, okay, for one product backlog you take the different scale, or for another product backlog you take the different scale. No, it should be all the same. It should be same for all the product backlog, whatever you have taken that. Okay, now the confidence is something like how much you are confident to estimate your item for your efforts or something like that. Okay, how much efforts it is going to take, and how much confidence you have for that particular backlog item. Okay, कि हाँ यार ये तो हम build कर देंगे, and that will definitely impact your customer. So this is the you can say the confidence. Now the effort comes in something like how much days, how much working hours, how much working days or you take. Okay, again I'm saying, if you are calculating all these things for all the product backlog items, you need to consider only one benchmark. You cannot take that. Let's suppose you take the efforts for one backlog item, you take the hours, one backlog item you take the working days, or one backlog item you take the working weeks. No, it should be completely wrong. It should always must be either days, either weeks, either months, or either hours. Okay, so now you have to take it. Let's suppose you have calculated all these things, and now what you have to, the prioritization score would be whatever is the highest. Okay, let's suppose you have feature by I hope this should not be like that. Okay, now let's go there. Let's suppose you have the feature A, feature B, and feature C. Okay, the rise score for feature A is 10, the rise score for feature B is 15, and the rise score for feature 3 is 12. So now you have to take first item is the feature B. Okay, then the feature C, then the feature A. I hope this is very clear to you. If you have any question, please put in the comment. That's all on this video. For the let me rewind all these things. So we have discussed about the agile prioritization. The first method is MoSCoW, the second is Kano Model, third is WSJF, fourth is effort and versus value, the fifth is the rise score. Okay, if you have any question, please put in the comment. If you think that okay, this video really gives value to you, please put your comment, please put your learnings in the comment, so we can definitely learn from each other. Or if you really want to share with your friends or your colleagues, you can definitely share with your colleagues. If you're a tech founder and if you are thinking that okay, we need help for prioritization, product backlog items, and the agile processes, you can definitely book a one-to-one call with me. I'm happy to help you, and let's discuss about more things. Okay, if you are again coming on my channel first time, then definitely you subscribe to my channel, so you can definitely get the notification for my next video. Thank you, and see you in the next video.